Storing an image. To store your acquired images, we will be using your print and your store keys located on the right-hand side of your touchscreen. Your Store tab will store single and cine images to your hard drive, and your Print tab will print directly to your thermal printer if it is purchased and then installed. To acquire a single image, you will first obtain your image, then tap on your Freeze tab on the bottom right-hand side of your touchscreen. Then simply tap Store. To acquire a cine loop, you will live scan and then tap your store key without the freeze function. This will record several seconds of what you have set up in your Utilities tab. Your cine loop length is configurable up to 120 seconds. To see your images that were stored, simply tap on your clipboard located on your bottom left-hand side of your touchscreen. Here you will see your images displayed that were acquired. Your cine loops will have a video icon in the bottom left-hand side of the image. To recall that image and to view it, simply double tap on the image and your cine loop or your image will be displayed. To capture a single screenshot of your active screen, tap on your Settings tab located on the top right-hand side of your touchscreen. Then tap on Capture. My capture is saved and will be then saved to your USB. To save to a USB. With the USB inserted, in your Patient menu, select Manage Archive by simply tapping the tab. Select the patient you would like to transfer by tapping into the checkbox associated with your exam. In this case, I will choose Test. I will then tap on Send To, located on the bottom right-hand side of my touchscreen.
Hi, this is Lee Kraszewski, Connectivity Leader with Point of Care Ultrasound, and I've been getting a lot of questions related to storing to USB, and I'd like to provide you some information here. Now you'll go to Settings in the upper right-hand corner, select Settings. When you get the drop-down menu, select Config. Then you'll proceed over to the left-hand side of your screen, select Connectivity. And under Connectivity, select Data Flow. Once you select Data Flow, you'll see a list of inputs and outputs from the ultrasound system. Right now, we'll be focusing on DICOM USB storage and USB storage. For USB storage here, this is in a raw DICOM format. Do not confuse this with AVIs, JPEGs, WMVs. We'll start with DICOM USB storage. Select DICOM USB storage. Having it blue and turned on to the right-hand side indicates that it will be a selection in your archive management as a storage destination. On the right-hand side, you will see your image settings. Your compression, you'll see JPEG. Please do not confuse JPEG here as storing in a JPEG format that you can utilize a viewer to view it in JPEG. You will still need a DICOM viewer or a PACS system to be able to view this data. This is just a compression setting. Over to the right-hand side of that, you will see Allow Multiframe. This puts a multi-frame tag in the stored data that tells the PACS or the DICOM viewer that this is a cine clip and therefore combines the frames so it plays as a continuous loop of data. By selecting this, you'll store the cine loops in a JPEG DICOM format to the USB. Once you click apply here, you'll see the changes will apply after restart only. Go ahead and restart the system, and you'll now see this as a destination choice when you go to your archive management to export data. Please note, when using DICOM USB storage to transfer images and cine clips to a USB device, you are not transferring them with raw data. This means when you import the images and cine clips back onto a system, you will not have any of the raw data capabilities. For example, you will not be able to utilize the auto tools or functionality when you import that data. If you do want to import that data back in as raw data, that will be covered in the USB storage section. Now we'll proceed to setting up USB storage. Once you select USB storage, you'll see the indicator to the right-hand side again. Having this turned on in blue indicates that you're going to have it available as a destination device in your archive management to be able to export data to. If you had this turned off, you would not see it as a destination device. We'll go to the image settings over to the right-hand side. You'll see the Jpeg compression. And this is the same as it is in the DICOM USB storage section. This is just an indication of compression. It is not an indication of the format we save it in. It is still in a DICOM format and with Jpeg compression. So you will need a DICOM viewer of some type to view this data. You'll also see to the right-hand side, you'll see allow raw data. This is an indication that we're saving the raw data that allows the computations of the auto tools and the playback of the images on the ultrasound machine. So typically when using this section, you would only use it to export data onto a USB to be imported back onto this system or on another system to be played back. So you would have all of your tools available for computations. If you click on USB storage up top, I'd like to rename this for your convenience at this point, just as an indicator that it is in a DICOM format and it is raw data. I would rename this section to raw DICOM USB storage. So that if you ever go back to this section, there will be no confusion that you're able to save it in any other format than a raw DICOM format from this section. Go ahead and click on apply. Select close. And we'll go ahead and reboot the system. Now select patient. You'll go to your manage archive. You can select a patient. And you'll see send to down in the lower right hand corner. Once you select send to, you will now select your to destination, and you'll see DICOM USB storage and raw DICOM USB storage as destinations. And that's it for our USB storage and DICOM USB storage section.